Hey everyone, it's Olivia Grace back with another video for you guys. Today we are talking about abundance and why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The first point that I want to hit on when it comes to this topic is mindset. Mindset is definitely a preceding thing to everything that you bring into your life. Your mindset determines what you will or will not bring into your life, what you will allow or what you will block from coming into your life. And poor people and rich people definitely have opposing mindsets. When I talk about manifestation, I talk about how your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, these things manifest themselves into your reality as physical things. And so if you think about a poor person, their focus, their mindset is on what they don't have. And, feeling lackful, how there's not enough. So in turn, that manifests to be true in their life. And it's not because there is not enough, and it's not because they can't ever, not be poor, or, that they can't ever get anything more than what they have, but it's because they believe that to be true. So manifestation happens and their life reflects that back to them as true. And it's hard because your life is reflecting that back to you. This is what you're seeing every day. You're seeing that it's true. You're not just thinking it, you're seeing, well, look at my bank account, look at the house I live in, look at me, behind on my bills. I don't have enough. And it kind of confirms that, yes, you don't have enough. And that belief gets deeper into your brain that you don't have enough, which reinforces that to manifest in your life that you don't have enough, which in turn makes your mind think it deeper, and then it reinforces and your mind thinks it deeper, and it just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's why it's kind of a hard thing to dig yourself out of it, because you have to be able to completely ignore your current reality and give your attention to a whole different reality that you're not currently experiencing. A rich person's mindset is obviously on rich things, on wealth, on expansion, on growth, on creativity, on that they can, having confidence, believing in themselves that I can do this. And it's, one of the best things that I learned about the difference between a rich mentality and a poor mentality is that rich people are on offense, poor people are on defense. Poor people, when it comes to opportunities to expand or to do more in their lives, they're more about, oh no, someone's trying to scam me, or oh, I don't know, you're gonna take money out of my pocket. You want me to invest money in myself? I can't do that because I have bills. All these other kind of things. They're on the defense, keeping, basically trying to keep the other team from scoring, right? Now, rich people are on offense. They're trying to score, they're gonna shoot. And they're willing to take the risk because they say, even if I shoot and I miss, at least I took a shot. At least I tried. There's a possibility that I will make it. So let me at least try. Let me take the shot and see what happens. Whereas, poor people are like, I'm not taking a shot at all. I'll knock all the balls out of here. I'll keep from someone taking from me. I'll keep from someone, doing something to me. But I'm not going to take any shots because I'm too afraid to take them. All right. So that's a big difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. The next point that I wanted to talk about was the focus. And this is what I kind of touched on earlier, is that when you focus on your current reality, what's already going on in your reality, you see, okay, my bank account, the house I live in, the car I drive, I see that I don't have enough. So that focus expands the lack, the attention of what you don't have, the lack that you have, and that expands the lack until you literally have nothing. This is why the poor get poorer, because they're focused on what they don't have. So what they must attract is more of not having. Rich people focus on what they do have. Even rich people that started off poor, as they were growing, as they were, building themselves up, they focused on what they did have. Okay, I don't have a lot of money right now, but I have this talent. I have this skill. I have this idea. I have this something that is going to be able to put money in my pocket. And so focusing on what they did have enabled that energy around what they do have to expand and expand and expand until they had a lot. And this is something that you can do now. Focus on the abundance all around you. Focus on the essence of nature, the trees that we have, the leaves, the grains of sand, the oceans. Like everything that the earth produces is naturally abundant. It comes from nobody has to tell the trees to grow or beg the oceans to wave or anything like that. They just do it. It's just an abundant thing. And we come from that same essence. We come from the earth too. Abundance is our essence, but we have all these ideas in our head that we are not, we cannot, we won't, all these things that keep us from actually achieving that. But definitely being able to focus on what you do have rather than what you don't have will always be able to bring more abundance into your life, because what you do have, if you're focusing on what you do have, it will expand. Even if you're focusing from nothing, let's say you only have, I remember one of my friends, we started to save, and when we started to save, she only had 25 cents to put into each pile. We were putting into 4 piles of savings. And she literally at that moment only had a quarter to put in each thing. But because she took that and said, I still have something. It's not a lot of something, but I still have something. And she was able to focus on that. Her savings expanded and expanded and expanded. And she would tell me, I have $1,000 in my savings now, and this was over just a few months, because what you focus on expands. Most poor people, when you talk to them about saving money, it's, well, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. And the reason you don't have it is because you don't do anything to keep it. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you can't hold on to the money that you have, then you won't have money. You can have $1 million, you could spend $1 million, and you'll be right back down at zero. You'll be right back down with nothing. So it's about learning to maintain, not only just maintain, but to grow your money too, and being able to release it in a healthy way. Some people hoard money and they don't spend it because they're like, oh, then I'll be broke. There has to be a balance between spending and keeping, and that is that abundance. And abundance also, guys, it's a feeling, it's not even really a dollar amount. It's about when you go out and spend money, is your chest tight? Are you tight? Are you, oh my God, like, I don't know where this money is going to come from, or are you just free? Do you just let the money flow from you and flow to you, flow from you and flow to you? And that knowing that you're always taken care of. All right. So the last thing is a victim mentality. This is something that across the board, all poor people have, and some rich people too. But I tell you, people that have made something of themselves, that have made something from nothing, had to get over that victim mentality. All right. This is like thinking that everything's happening to you. A lot of people, when you ask them, well, why haven't you achieved your goals? Why aren't you where you want to be? It's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. It's the government, it's their parents, it's the, where they grew up. It's, all these other different kinds of things as to why they are not where they want to be. But the thing that's not on their list is them. They don't see that, oh, I have the power. They're sitting around waiting on everyone else to change in order for them to feel abundant, or to feel like they can do it. Well, these other people need to apologize to me before I can be great. My parents, well, they should never raise me the way they raised me, because now I can't be great. The difference is between those people and the people that make something from nothing is that those people that had nothing and made something decided that they could do that. They decided that it was on them. It's not on anyone else. No one else is really going to come and fly into your rescue. Some people get lucky and that does happen for them, but you have to be able to create that for yourself. You have to be your own hero. You have to put on your own cape and save yourself and see that you can. As long as you're waiting on someone else to do it, you're basically going to be waiting. I don't know. Don't hold your breath. People are focused on other things. They don't care about what you have going on for your life. It has to be you that says, this is how I'm going to get it. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not my family's fault. It's not my friend's fault. It's not the government. It's not this certain group of people. It's me that is standing in the way of my own success. And once you see that, you take your power back. You're able to create from a powerful stance that I am in control of my life. I'm the pilot of my life. I'm the captain of my life. And I decide what I can and can't have, not anyone else. All right. So that's really what I have for you guys about abundance. There's so much that goes into abundance, subconscious programming, the beliefs that you have. But I'll tell you, one thing that you can do, that you can take from this video, is to stop being a victim. Don't think about yourself as, oh, people are doing things to me. Start to see, what can you do for yourself? What can you do for yourself? 2, start to be grateful Focus on gratitude. Focus on what you do have rather than what you don't. Focus on what opportunities, what skills do you have, what things do you know. You know, this is where money comes from. This is where wealth comes from the little gems that are inside of us that we kind of push aside. So focus on what you do have rather than what you don't, and start to adopt a rich mentality, a rich mindset. I'm a mindset coach. This is what I help people do: change their mindset from one that can't have to one that can, that you can attract anything, you can be anything, you can do anything. That's what mindset coaching is for. But you yourself can begin to work on your mindset on your own, just with affirmations, just with stopping, feeding that old mindset of not being able to do anything, of having to wait for other people to change for you to change, and having to only play defense and not playing any offense. Start to invest in yourself, take risks, do the things that scare you. Even if you fail, you'll still be farther along rather than if you did nothing. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. You guys have a wonderful, magnificent day, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.